He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna.
Go Ranga. Hey, thank you for coming, everybody. Hare Krishna.
It's LC the beat guy.
Go Ranga. Nityananda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada. Sri Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasari Bhaktavrinda Gauranga Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna. Awesome, everybody. Thank you for coming.
OGEP.com.
Hare Krishna. Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Nityananda Gauranga, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, later on, Govinda, give River a call. She wants to talk to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Gauranga. Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, oh Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hey, got a guest appearance here. Hare Rama, cameo appearance. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Take a minute, you don't see this often. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga. All glories to the Lord of all beings.
Purchase your tracks today.
The source of all that is, the source of all happiness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Purchase your tracks today.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga. All right, everybody turn their microphones on. Let's chant together here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama.
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama
Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna
Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hari
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Hari Hari Rama Hari
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare,
Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hari
Rama,
Hari
Rama,
Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama.
Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama Hari Hari
Hare,
Hari Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hari
Hare,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama, oh my Lord Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna. Oh Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Ah, ah, ooh. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord. Oh, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna.
Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Nityananda, Oh, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ooh. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Sri Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaur Bhaktavinda. Ooh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Ooh. Oh God. I feel so restless. Where'd my peace go? I lost my peace and I don't even care. How can you get any better happiness than this? Where can you get a better high? Where can you get a better feel good experience than this kind of thing? You know, being close to the Lord, that's where it's at. You know, close when you feel his name, you really feel it, man. It's like, you know, he's right there, you know, in you and through you, and manifested by your word. See, born of the word. Lord Caitanya is born of the word. I thought I was supposed to be born of the word. And this was actually Lord Caitanya is born of the word. What is this? As people think they're born again. No. You know, the Lord is born of the word, right? Yeah, Lord Krishna is born of the word. He's baby, right? Born. Yeah, we thought we were being born. Actually, he's born first. First, he's the firstborn in us. Then we're born from that being born. See? Yeah. Then we bear the burden of having to raise that kid, the child of the universe. You thought you were the child of the universe. No, he's the child of the universe. Yeah. We're here to raise that child. Right there. Yeah. Not true, Janaki? We're here to raise Krishna. So you got to grow up, man. He's got to be born. He's not even born in most people yet, man. He's just itching to get out of the womb, man. He needs a little help from the outside. You got to give him a little push from the outside. Let's see. I feel like a kid in a candy store. There's so many things we could taste here. So, but this came to my mind. 10th canto. 10th canto. Let's go there first. Let's go take a visit. Let's go visit Vrindavan. Yes, let's go take a little visit to Vrindavan. 10th canto. Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah. Samam bonum. See, summum bonum of spirituality. So it's the pinnacle. There ain't no other place. Can you imagine? We have the greatest goal of spirituality. The greatest revelation is this. There ain't going to be any other revelation on this planet for 4,320,000,000 years more than Lord Caitanya and what he brought here. Isn't that amazing? We got in on this first. Before all the, can you imagine, before all those millions of Vaishnavas either, they're kind of in the back of they're in the caboose. We're in the engine car. You notice, you could see where the engine is. You see the engine is, you know, we're stoking the fire, right? You know, we got the fuel going into the furnace. Look at Janaki. She does this all day. She just curls up, gets her a little coffee, and sits there in bliss. I don't want anything else. I just want to sit here. Don't bother me, world. Klaus Schwab, go far away. I don't care about your new world order. I want Lord Chaitanya's new world order. What do we need, Claude? You're an old relic now. We got the high tech here. You thought you have high tech? That's old tech. What is that? Oh, mechanical, man. We go to organic immortality. We have organic happiness, the best of the best. We have God's happiness. That God that can you imagine? These guys are so far behind. They don't even believe in God. And you stupid world, don't be so stupid. Don't believe in him and his protege, that Kahil. What's his name? The guy from Israel. This guy, he's a young guy. He's going to take over. He doesn't even believe in the absolute truth. Doesn't believe. He thinks he's a God here. You think you're a God here. I'll show you who God is. And he's miserable. People, I don't know. Why do you look up to miserable people? They even look miserable. The guy looks miserable. The gurus even look. How many of those gurus look happy? Do you see any that really look happy? The only one that looks a little happy is that Acharya Dave. He seems kind of, because you know why? He's more free. He does his own thing. He doesn't do it like this. He doesn't, he's just more free. He could do what he wants. He's Guru Dave, man. His disciples are another question, man. See, my disciples are free too. They become as free as I am, man. Yeah. Freedom. This is the ultimate revelation. Isn't that amazing? The ultimate. Okay. Enough rambling on, Gaur Hari Das. Let's crack the books. Okay, Canto 10, chapter. This came into my mind. Uddhava visiting Vrindavan. Uddhava visits Vrindavan, chapter 46. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Aren't we fortunate? These Vasudev and all people in our disciplic line, and Prabhupada had the great good fortune to translate these books on the order of Krishna. See, it's always the order of Krishna. He dictated these books. He knew. Got the order from. Isn't that amazing how it comes through the line, the order? The order came from Bhaktisiddhanta. He said, if you get money, you print books, you write books, you preach in English. Prabhupada was meditating on that for 40 years, practicing, preparing, and all that. See? And I'm so fortunate. I get the order from Prabhupada. Yeah. See, it doesn't come through any of those gurus. It came from Prabhupada, you see? Isn't that interesting? To preach those books, to preach these conceptions. Now, I can tell he's very happy with this. To preach actually what wasn't preached yet. To preach what Bhakti Vinod wrote and preach what he wrote in Bhakti Siddhanta that they kept inside and just threw the rule book at everybody, man. Yeah, go follow all these rules for a while. Work for Krishna. Build temples, big ones, big deities, big, yes. And then somebody will come along and teach you about, it's all about big, 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 big bhakti. That's the bit what we do. We don't need to build the temple. It's already built. Let's install the deity. That's all that's needed. The installation process. Let's install Krishna in Radha and in all the devotees. Look at Janaki. Can you tell the installation is there? The installation is complete. So now she's the pujari. All she has to do is feed Krishna every day. She gets very hungry. So you see, you never give up the kids. You had the grandkids. Now they have to lose a little bit of the service now. They can No full-time grandma, part-time, you know. And less for even for Lalita, you know, the Lord made the arrangement. They said, "Don't go near Lalita. She's weird." No? Oh, they don't think you're weird. Oh, that's great. We're
No,
making
no, no, no. The grandkids don't think that.
no. The mothers and fathers.
Not all the mothers and fathers. I still have mothers who like me.
Oh, you do. Okay, that's good. Krishna's getting in there. All right, good. We're making progress. Yeah, yeah. All right. So, Shukadev Goswami said, the supremely intelligent Uddhava was the best counselor of the Vishnu dynasty. Who wants to read? Okay, River.
Janaki, of course. Ah, of course.
She don't have the book, I don't think. It's up there.
I don't know what chapter you're reading on the Srimad Bhagavatam.
40, let's see. It's
46.
46 and the first verse.
46. Oh dear. Oh, let me just get it up again. I've got this up about 10 times. Chapter 10, 46. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And verse, Maharaj, which verse?
First, number 1.
Number 1. Okay. Hare Krishna devotees. Hey, Janaki. Okay. Sukadev Goswami said, the supremely intelligent Uddhava was the best counselor of the Vrasni. Is it Vrasni dynasty? Vrishni dynasty. A beloved friend of Lord Sri Krishna and a direct disciple of Brahaspati.
Yeah, let me say that. See, Shukadev Goswami said, there's a lot just in that statement there. Actually, the whole Bhagavatam and the path is summed up in that. That's who you should be listening to, a Shukadev Goswami, an empowered person, empowered by the transcendental potency. They're the best counselors. Okay? That's where you're going to get the best advice. See? The problem in the world, people can't say, who is a Shukadev Goswami? Who is empowered by the transcendental potency? See, that's why Uddhava was the best counselor in the Vrishni dynasty, because he was so close and intimate with Krishna. That's a metaphor also. See? That's a metaphor of what we are meant to be with God. Krishna represents that super soul in the heart, and Uddhava represents the best of devotees, which we all should become. See? Then you can counsel others properly. See, blessed are those, remember this morning? Blessed are those who don't stand in the counsel of the wicked. See? So, and that goes for the good even, the good and the bad, because that's all the good and evil of this world is material duality. There's all one level of illusion or another. That's why you see Lord Caitanya said, you can't even purify yourself as a person in the mode of goodness, as a perfect Brahman. That's why I love this preaching. It's transcendental preaching. It raises your consciousness beyond the modes of nature. See, that's called transcendental knowledge, but you got to been raised above that. You have to have this transcendental mercy. Then you become a counselor for people in the world that gives better than good advice. Because one of those guys can just tell you in the goodness, well, yeah, God's will is that you do a lot of austerities and you worship the deity, you build the temples, you do this and do that. See, but if you have a devotee who's telling you the confidential truth, like Shukadev Goswami was telling Maharaj Parikshit, see, he got understanding the metaphors, what they mean. What do you think I'm doing now? Explaining what it really means, because you got to be that Maharaj Parikshit who listened to such a devotee to the point of awakening. The point of the love of the Lord awakens in your heart. See, that's the counselor, that's the protector. That reveals the Father, true nature of the Father. Then when you read through the book, you got the real word of God. See? And then you become that one that's with the word, and that word you speak is authoritative, is the Supreme Lord. We're doing big business here, man. This is huge. Can you see how huge this is? We're making devotees. Not the way that, we're going to make devotees, Prabhu. When I was in ISKCON, let's go make some devotees. No, you make a devotee. Make them. See? You got to get them to make out with Krishna. See? That's an authorized devotee. That's bona fide guru. They get you to make out with the Lord where you're smooching. If you can't do that for your disciples, they're either as stupid as you are, as big a fool as you are, or they're the fools and you just say, here's the rule book, like Prabhupada did with, follow these for a while, a generation or two, if you have to. And if you're lucky, you'll catch it the second chance.
Baptize them with fire. Yeah, make devotees.
Fire. Oh, yeah. You come. I want to get the laughing gas on, man. You can sit in the dentist chair, man. I just want to put those and laugh. And then I have a dental assistants here, like Lalita. We put you in her chair, and she does the dental work now too, And even River, she'll laugh, get all the stuff out of you, man, whatever's in there. Training dentists here. You didn't know there's a dental school, huh? School for dentals. Yeah. We remove the false teeth, and then we give you a real set of eternal teeth. And when you speak words of life. Yeah. See, so Sukadev Goswami spoke. It's very important. You need to hear from somebody like that, empowered by the transcendental potency. And you got to be Maharaj Parikshit, listened attentively. See, he accepted the path of ecstatic loving coming from a devotee, preaching the confidential truth. The supremely intelligent Uddhava was the best counselor of Vrishni dynasty. Oh my God. The supremely intelligent. Why was he intelligent? And why was he a counselor? Why was he supremely intelligent? Because he had the supreme knowledge. He had the supreme ecstasy. He was a real devotee, in other words. Therefore, he was the best counselor of even Krishna. See, of even Krishna in the hearts of everybody. You go to a real devotee who has ecstatic love, my God, are you finding? It's like you're able to see God in your own heart, because they'll give you the advice that if you could hear the super soul, you would listen. But you can't hear. Therefore, the Lord comes as a devotee. Yeah, mute your mic there, Govinda. A beloved friend of Lord Krishna. See how this book is written? Everything is perfect. That's what a devotee is. The perfect counselor. See? The beloved friend of Krishna. The best counselor of people in the world. Get the best counsel. Better than counsel of good Brahmins. Better than counsel coming from a liberated soul who just sees it's all one. We're just one energy. Maybe we're God. See, the speculation comes like that because you don't see the full truth. You have to hear it from an experienced devotee. Get purified of even that Brahman misconception. See, misconception is all a misconception in this universe. It's all in that word, misconception. God is the conception. He's the concept, perfect concept. That's why Prabhupada loved writing these books. Perfect conception is meant to be delivered to people. And when you got the perfect conception, what does that mean? You got God, and then God will awaken in you. He's looking for that. He showed this in the past time, how he works in your heart, in my heart, and everybody's heart, universally, even Jesus Christ's heart. He wouldn't listen to misconceptions by so-called devotees. You're just an Abbas devotee. I don't care who you are. You could be the biggest guru with the biggest following. You could have 10 million degrees from the school of any school out there, Harvard. Ooh, I'm a Harvard graduate. You should listen to me. I'm a pure devotee. Oh, really? No. You got to follow the process, man. You got to hear the confidential truth. Because if that's what you're speaking, you heard this in our line. How come I heard something different with Prabhupada's books? Because I could understand them. Luckily I got this in a previous life, because now look at you guys. You can understand Prabhupada's books in a different way than you couldn't before. Ask Janaki. She gets a deeper insight into that. Now you know what Prabhupada knows. Why? Because somebody knew it first. And proof is we communicate that to people who come and listen. See, you're getting transcendental counseling. See, that's what it's about. See, Lord Caitanya taught, hey, you could be a perfect Brahmin, but you're not. You're a stinky counselor, not very good at all. Can't help anybody very well. You can't even purify yourself or anybody else. That's pretty humbling, isn't it? If you would accept that truth. It's true. Otherwise you think, well, I'm a good counselor. I got a PhD, man. Man, I was elected by the GBC to become Gurudev, 40, 50 years ago. I have all the qualifications. See? They got all the qualifications except the one that Devananda Pandit didn't have. Ecstatic devotion, a love of Krishna. The gold standard. They don't have that, do they? You show me one that has it. Come on, prove it. Prove to me, prove to your disciples. You know why? Because the life of your disciples and yourself hangs in a balance. Because you got the opportunity now. Nobody spoke like this so directly about the truth, but it's being spoken now. I'm calling the bluff of the world. I'm calling the bluff of ISKCON and Gaudiya Smriti and Gaudiya Math. Show that you can deliver your disciples. Otherwise, what's the point of going to you guys? Because we're delivering people here. We're actually doing it. I'm proving it. And if you say this is not deliverance, if you say this is not real ecstasy and real prema, you're an illusionist, man. I'm coming after you. With the Sudarshan chakra of truth, we're going to stop you from speaking. Because my Lord wants to deliver. Prabhupada has ordered deliverance of the disciples. Time for the truth. This, don't you know, it's the apocalypse. Lips. It's all that we do the war with the lips. This is called lip service, but effective. Otherwise, it's just lip service that doesn't do anything. Our lips are action heroes. Marvel superstars. See? We train people to be part of this with very powerful lips. The lips here liberate people. Liberate souls, destroy ignorance, destroy the demons. demon mentality, not bodies. These lips are meant to destroy the demoniac mentality. That's the way the Lord Caitanya does it in this Kali Yuga. Yeah, lipstick service. That's Lalita.
To make sure that they hear me.
Yeah. Hey, you got to have some kind of preparation, for preaching, It's all in the lips. You got to get them to watch the lips, hear the lips, watch those lips, watch those lips. Watch the lips. You're getting awake. You're becoming more and more awake. Watch the lips.
Stop, time to listen. Stop, time to listen.
Yeah, time to listen. See? So Shukadev Goswami said the supremely intelligent Uddhava was the best counselor of the Vrishni dynasty, a beloved friend of Lord Krishna. So that's what you need to be looking for. Keep on the lookout. Scout out. The best counselor is the one who's a beloved friend of Krishna, see, or God, Christ, and they're the ones who hold the secrets. Yeah, that's the way it works. It's always going to work like that. Otherwise, you're going to get misdirected, misinformation from those who don't really know. You need to find the real representative of the transcendental Lord in this world and who is actually preaching the confidential truth. Just straight up. Frank. Otherwise, you're going to hear all the Franks, all the Georges in the world, Georges of the jungle. All the monkeys and gorillas, they don't have a developed brain yet. You got to have a better than human brain. You got to have Krishna's brain. See? His brain is right here. This is the reincarnation of Krishna's brain. His mind. Hey, great verse. See, one verse, you can sum up the whole process. Isn't it amazing? That's how these acharyas wrote perfectly and deeply. See, and that's why, I say, oh yeah, and who did this translation was Acharya Dev, so he did a good job. But if I would hear him speak, I would say the same thing Lord Caitanya said to, to Devananda Pandit, or what's that guy's name in the Anchalila? Vasudev, not Vasudev Dutt, but the other guy. Anyway, he's a whole chapter on him. That guy, he doesn't have the understanding. He could like translate or speak the verse, but his purport wasn't from experience. See, only those who are the devotees, they have real devotion, are the counselors, are the ones who can give you a real what the verse really means. They're the interpreters without interpreting. All they do is just make it clear. These verses. So anyway, the Supreme Lord, Hari, who, go ahead and read on there, River. Sorry. What happened to her? She disappeared. How about you, Lalita? You want to read a little bit?
I'm still here, yeah. Okay. The Supreme Lord Hari, who relieves the distress of all who surrender to him.
So that's the whole point. See, Supreme Lord Hari, who relieves the distress of all who surrender unto him. If your distress is not going and you come to Krishna consciousness, there's just something you're not understanding. And that's the problem. People still Maybe you're getting some distress going by following the Vaidhi process and taking shelter of Prabhupada's books, but you're meant to actually feel it deeply. And the closer we are to the Lord, that he comes closer by the proper conception. See, and the misconceptions, the speculations, puts him at a distance. See, all we want to do is get closer to the Lord, closer to the real conception of the Lord. And in that way, our distresses just go automatically. That's the secret. See? So that starts with Guru Tattva. That starts with defining what is a real guru, what is a real devotee, what is a real associate of the Lord. They're the ones you're supposed to be counseled by. What the heck is the meaning of Krishna consciousness unless you have a self-realized devotee who can teach you the real Bhagavatam and real conception so that the Lord can come close to you by keeping that conception close to you. Otherwise, speculation drives that Lord away, drives you away from the real conception. God is the word spoken by the real devotee. See, and now, that's why by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam and by service to the pure devotee, all that's troublesome to the heart. See, all your distresses go because now you're understanding how to get your distress relieved. It's that simple. Is you hear and you follow this one principle. Let me find the self-realized soul and hear the Srimad Bhagavatam or whatever Bhagavat, whatever truth they speak to you, and your distresses will go. Otherwise, they will not go with speculators. All they can do is heap burdens on you, like Jesus said. They can't take them off. That comes off by God coming close to you, by getting the close word that's close to the heart of the Lord. The devotees love the as it is truth, like the Lord loves. So what you love and the Lord loves becomes part of their disciples' love. Otherwise, you're farther away from God because of speculation. Simply because you're farther away from the real devotee. That means you're farther away from the Bhagavatam, the real conception. That means you're farther away from God, who is the Word, the real conception. That means you're farther away from the Holy Spirit, who only loves the proper conception of the Lord. Pretty logical, huh? Let's see you get any kind of logic like this unless you follow this process here, right?
Yeah, you've got to know where to find him. How can you surrender to him?
That's the job of the witnesses.
Yeah.
You gotta, you witness for what, like Lolita this morning, her classes are always, she shares her joy, how she found the treasure. That's the devotees. If you're a real devotee, you find this greatest treasure and you want to give it to others. See, otherwise you found something material. A material treasure is, I found this treasure. Now I'm going to keep it for myself because people, if they steal it, then I won't have it. Here, you can let people steal it. Yeah, come here, steal my Bible.
There is enough.
Way more than enough. Look at us. We're all chanting the Lord's name. He's feeding us all, right? His name, his presence. Yeah. Yeah. So, there's so much in in these verses.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The dear most. Yeah, go ahead. What?
It's true that the more you surrender, the more you get relief from all your distress. It's there. Then you've got to find the relief of your distress in your surrendering towards the Lord.
Yeah, well, surrendering to the Lord is following the path that you're following and others. You're surrendered to the Lord by surrendering to the words spoken by the Guru. Otherwise, you're always going to be surrendering. You're going to surrender to, say, like Klaus Schwab's idea, whatever they're preaching, mainstream media. This is all Maya's preaching, the illusory potency. And the advice is never it's not perfect. There's misconception and misleads you away from the kingdom. See, by taking advice of those who have not self-realized. So even Swarp Damanar, when he would meet devotees, like this is like meeting anybody out there, including the gurus. I see them fitting in the same category. Swarp Damanar would meet them and he could tell that they speculate because a devotee can analyze properly. They say, oh, look at he's speculating. He doesn't see things as they are. And he would tell those devotees, whether they were gurus, sannyasis, Brahmins, or their followers, you want to know the Lord. You want to know Lord Caitanya. You should go learn Srimad Bhagavatam from a self-realized soul. Then you will experience the waves of ecstatic devotion. See? You've fund that. You do that. Therefore, you're feeling the way. See, the process works when you're in the right place and following that instruction. But it doesn't work if you're listening to a guru or a teacher or a Brahmin or anybody that's not really self-realized. Self-realized doesn't mean, oh, I'm so great. Oh, I realize the self. I'm a Brahmin. All that. No, you realize the self is Krishna. You're part of that. You're part and parcel of that. You know what that means. It's not just a word of Bhagavad Gita, being part and parcel of Krishna. You just repeat it like a parrot. You are part and parcel. And you can convince us and show others this person is part of God, man. When they speak, God speaks through them. You feel them. You feel the authority. You see the ecstasy, which is the happiness of God. Are you feeling me? Anybody out there? Are you feeling this preaching?
Like a laser through my heart.
Truth is powerful, man. It's like a karate master. You ever seen these guys? They break boards. They put their hand. Oh, River, sorry there. Okay, River. Here you go. Yeah, they're like karate masters. They put their hand right through the board or through because you got to have truth like that. It goes right into the heart, man, and it pulls out the black heart. You know, you ever see those guys that go inside the body and they pull out the heart? But it's all mundane, you know. Mundane. What is it? We go out there and pull out the blackness, you know. You just come here. You come here, and I'll pull that black heart out of you, man. You won't even see. My hands are so fast. They'll just go and do the job, and then we'll see. We'll show everybody the blackness. And I'll go. You see? But they'll come out. He's a demon. Lalita Ganga. She's a demon. There you go. She's a karate master too. She goes right in there. You can't even see her hand. She just is laughing as it's being done, and they pull out their black heart. Yeah, I hate you. But Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, divine angel. Then you get the power to pulverize the illusion. Next verse there, Lalita.
Okay. Lord Krishna said, dear, gentle Uddhava, go to Vraja and give pleasure to our parents, and also relieve the gopis suffering separation with me. Suffering is separation from me by giving them my message.
Yeah, this is how it is. You know, it's like the Lord sends the devotees to give pleasure to the to other devotees because they give news of Krishna. He's going to go and he's going to. They ask him questions about Krishna, and he says, "Oh yeah, Krishna's in." See, all discussions about Krishna. You give pleasure if you're a devotee. You like to hear these discussions about Krishna, whatever it is. And so, oh yeah, you give my message and give happiness to the gopis, which is true.
Yeah.
But actually, that was the main thing. They're always talking about Krishna. They're always their ecstasy relieves all their separations. You can't hear?
But hearing about him gives
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Well, no, yeah, but they hear about him. They talk with each other. See,
Yeah.
they talk to
Yeah.
each other about Krishna. They don't need Uddhava to go there, but Krishna wanted to give Uddhava special mercy because this way he could see a kind of worship that is just mind-boggling. You can't see anybody more intimate because Uddhava is an intelligent person. He knows the ways of devotion. But to actually see the actual dynamic relationship of a devotee in the ras of Vrindavan, that's fantastic. That's when you begin to understand it, not just intellectually. You have to see it. That's why you want to. That's why all these people out here, if they want to know what's going on, they got to see the dynamics here. You got to come in this sadhu sangha of this magnitude. I didn't learn this in the Narayan Raj group. No, yeah, I didn't learn this in ISKCON, this kind of dynamics, this kind of worship of Krishna. It's not, there's no symptoms of that in any of those. I didn't, amongst the Radhakund Babajis. They're all trying to hide, what they're in their mind, what they think real Krishna consciousness is, because I came to that conclusion. I said, well, then write about it if you won't show it. It's so confidential. Why did Lord Caitanya and Nityananda show it? Why was their whole preaching about showing it? Why this whole book about showing it? And you guys don't show it, and you think that's the way it is? It's always going to be that way. It's too confidential to show. You're hiding Vrindavan because you don't know Vrindavan. You think in your mind you know. You want to know when you come here, and then you'll know. We'll just tell you the straight out truth without pulling punches and hiding this and hiding that. The Lord came to reveal Vrindavan. How do you reveal it? You got to see a devotee manifesting Uddhava. He said, Nityananda, manifest Vrindavan, manifest that mood. Let them see what it looks like of a devotee worshiping Krishna Vrindavan. Manifest it and give it to the lowest persons. And you come and you say, oh, this is too confidential. And that's what I got in all the sanghas. It's too confidential, But let us say Radhe Radhe, without the Radhe feeling. Radhe Radhe and intellectual ideas about it. That's Vaishnavism to this point, except here. Here is real, more real than you can imagine. You can't imagine the reality of this. You see it, you hear it, you feel it, you change, you transform from a frog into a transcendental princess, the beloved of Krishna, Next verse.
Yeah. Okay, the minds of those gopis are always absorbed in me, and their very lives are ever devoted to me. For my sake, they have abandoned everything related to their bodies, renouncing ordinary happiness in this life, as well as religious duties necessary for such happiness in the next life.
Yeah, see, those are like the devotees, like Rupa and Sanatan. They were like that in this life, and they renounced the happiness of the world to stay consistently, deeply into this kind of worship, and that may or may not happen to the devotees. But the Lord is, he wants to liberate us. And even in this life, we may have attachments, all that, but the Lord is so wonderful. He's not waiting for us to be like a Rupa Goswami or like a gopi first. You become a gopi, and then we'll give you the ecstasy. No, he gives you the ecstasy first. And then you just by and by, whether you finish it in this life and you be, who knows, maybe you'll be that way, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll come here and be like Pundarik Vijayanidhi, and you'll have houses and this and that, and you'll teach the rich people. You know, he had rich people coming to him. He was a wealthy landholder, Pundarik Vijayanidhi, wealthy disciples and people in the world, you know, householders, whoever would come. Yeah. See, so let me read that verse here. Yeah, give pleasure to our parents and also relieve the gopis' suffering. Yeah. So and that's how it is, and that's one of the things, the great things you learn in Sadhu Sangha. Your suffering is relieved here. Why? We have the real God. If you're going, you know, I told you that story. I met this guy who was a Jaipataka disciple for 25, 30 years now. And he was in Mayapur and he was suffering, the guy. And I spent a few hours on the way to Calcutta for the plane, sharing a taxi. And the guy was relieved. He thanked me. He said, my God, you just being here and chanting together with you. It was like, my God, I was there for 3 months and I was miserable. See, the Dham couldn't take it away. His guru couldn't take his misery away. You got to get the real deal. Ultimately, it's real, man. You got to get a real guru, man. Real guru, real associate, real. Everything's got to be real. Real mercy, real ecstasy, real transcendental knowledge. No baloney, no cutting the mustard, no imitation. God has to be working where you're at, man. That's called Sadhu Sangha. No shows and you know, speculating. You come to a place like this and you change, you transform. We do the job that shows you my Lord is doing the works.
Satchitananda takes away the misery. That's it, man.
That's it. Are you ready to finish it? Out there, anybody, or you still want to dick around and you know, float around in this universe to this person and that place and this teaching and that teaching, like a carrot and a donkey going out because you lack knowledge. You come here, you'll be more than a human. You'll get real knowledge, man. Knowledge that we have. We are blessed because we don't sit in the council of the wicked. We are blessed because we don't sit in the council of the demigods. We are blessed because we sit in the council of liberated souls and have the result of that. Like Jesus said, you follow a prophet, you get a prophet's reward. You follow a good person, a righteous person, a nice rule follower, a nice Vaidhi, a nice temple worshiper. You get the reward of Vaidhi Bhakti like they got. You get their reward. Do you want my reward? You know what my reward is? You want that? Well, you come here. You get my reward, man, because you associate with somebody, some crazy guy like Gauri Das, who has experiences that are very different than even shamans in this world. You never see. Go read the books about shamans and what they teach you. No, you get the experience of what's in these books. Yeah, I'm here for this.
Gold.
Yeah, this is the ultimate revelation, the ultimate happiness, the ultimate relief of distress. You know, Lord Caitanya, the people there in Navadvip, they got all their distresses relieved simply by seeing Lord Caitanya and associate with him. Even the drunks got their, you know, they were drunks in Navadvip. Can you imagine? They're drunks and their unhappiness was relieved just by seeing Lord Caitanya and Nityananda and the devotees. And that is our Sangha. We have that kind of potency here. People will get you'll get your unhappiness relieved. And you can just notice that. Those who come here, how you're getting relieved of your unhappiness. But if you're unhappy while you're here, you're probably in the dentist chair and you're getting relieved of your unhappiness you've been carrying around. It's coming out. And maybe you're trying to pull it back because you identify with it. Don't go, don't go. You've been with me so long, you little demon mind, or whatever's in there. So it's a little tug of war for a while, but don't worry. I got some good instruments. They'll get those teeth out. And we're out there with the forceps, man, pulling them out. Next verse.
Yeah, you can constantly escape from this material world into the transcendental realm. And that's actually what gives you this highest happiness. And the assurance that you can go to that place whenever you want, and this gives you the life vitamins. This you stay alive with that. You can live on it.
Yeah, that's the assurance, is actually being able to do that. The Lord is accepting you as his associate. That's the beautiful thing. Isn't that nice? That's the treasure, is the Lord himself accepting your association. Because you're on the same page. You got to come through an experienced devotee. It's why you see the Holy Spirit was only given to those who came to Jesus first. Nobody, the Pharisees didn't get the Holy Spirit, did they? There are thousands, millions of them. They didn't get the Holy, not even one of them got it, except the fishermen. Simply because they were associating with Jesus and listened to him and everything. That's the secret. It's always the secret. Associate with a liberated devotee empowered to deliver you. That is the secret of all secrets. The secret you're getting here for free. You got to pay and buy that lady's video to get these inferior secrets. They give you the secrets of the Illuminati so you can become as lousy as they are. You can manifest treasures of this world which will corrupt you like they're corrupted, and they make you a miser like they're misers. You come here, you get real treasure, man. Incorruptible. My Lord's incorruptible. You become purified in heart. Happy, without cares. You see, you get this. You get my treasure. You like my treasure? That's the witness program. They're all just telling you, whoever's listening, you're just getting the treasure your guru has. You say, yeah, I got treasure here. The treasure you can't get from ISKCON or Gaudiya Math or any of those places. Real treasure, not, we have crying schools, but no crying. You come here, you cry. Right, Janaki? You cry? How about Govinda? You crying? How about you, River? You crying sometimes? You crying, Lolita? I'm crying. See, this is a true crying school, in word and in deed, in reality. You forget about that crying school in Mayapur. Come here, better. Just turn your camera on. You'll get a better experience of a real crying school just by turning your camera on, than going over there, spending all that money to go to Mayapur, to that crying school, where you don't see a tear. Not supposed to have any tears. Or you go to any guru and you don't get real bhakti. Isn't the idea of Krishna conscious? Let me find a real guru who has real bhakti, real transcendental knowledge, and get real transcendental knowledge, and get real bhakti, real ecstasy. Isn't that the whole point of the Krishna consciousness movement? That you didn't hear, that Prabhupada kind of held back for a while? That these gurus are holding back because they didn't hear it from Prabhupada and they don't know it? But you hear that here, you see that here, and you experience that here. Where you show me a better place to learn Krishna consciousness? I'm just thinking out loud. Show me a more logical place to go to get Krishna, where you get Krishna, and not just a bunch of words with no experience of God. No big revolution in your life, like Bhagavatam says.
The prem needs to be there.
Needs to be there.
Needs to emanate from the guru. That's all we need.
Yeah. So that's it. It's just turn the lights on. We're just here turning the lights on, people. Hey, and it's all you plays. We're here for you. We're here to turn the lights on, and that the light is the word. The light is conclusive truth. Light is real devotee with real bhakti, real devotion, and real works of God happening, transforming people into real devotees. That's what we do here. It's real, more real than I've seen anywhere. Everybody at best are talking about it. Oh, Radhe, but no Radhe. Here you'll feel Radhe. We have witnesses feeling Radha's love. Man. Go ahead there, read on
here. I alone I alone am there, dear most beloved.
Oh, actually, go back and read the whole verse again.
Okay.
We don't want to skip over anything here.
The minds of those gopis are always absorbed in me. And their very lives are ever devoted to me. For my sake, they have abandoned everything.
Yeah, their very lives, their life is devotion, is devoted to me, devoted to. This is the great secret of Vrindavan, to make the Lord happy in their own hearts. They know that secret. They know their happiness is the Lord awakening in their heart, and that's how close. That's a symptom of closeness. Whether you've given up out there or what, it doesn't matter. Do you know how it is to make the Lord happy? Do you know what makes the Lord happy? Are you experiencing that happiness in your own temple? Are you experiencing the Lord awakening in your heart, arising there? See, showing himself to you, and you can show that to others. Otherwise, nobody knows. The Lord is hidden in their own hearts. You know, by the path of good and the path of bad, the good and bad, because you believe, you have faith in good people, you have faith in bad people, and you get the mixed results, you know, happiness and distress. But that's all material. But then you develop faith in hearing from a realized devotee, and then you get the happiness of God that they have. You get the power of God that they have and the Lord has. The Lord makes them the power, makes them like gods on this earth. This is what the new world is going to be, having people who have that close relationship with the Lord, and the Lord and them together manifest the truth on this world. This is where we're all leading here. This new world order, these guys, they just in ignorance. Yeah. You know, I think I have to stop here because I have to eat. I didn't even eat breakfast this morning. I was fasting. It's good. So I wanted to do like that. Yeah. So great. Awesome, man. Thank you for coming, everybody. Let's play the Fanny song real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here Eric says, but what if you can feel happy? Okay, yeah, let me answer him here a little bit here. Okay, but what if you can feel happiness in their chanting, should I think that they don't have devotion? Well, you know, if you can feel happiness in their chanting, yeah, they're chanting the name, and if they're getting some happiness, yeah, that's great. And the whole idea is increase. That's why people come here. You can increase your happiness in your chanting if you've got it already. Some people have no happiness. They're just chanting because of duty and they're supposed to. I've seen a lot of dry chanters, which you can tell on the scowls, and it depends on their face. Not very happy. Oh yeah, Govinda, give River a call after class, please. That's from River. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and why don't if I answered your question there in the class this morning. So if you want, read the or hear the class this morning if you want your question answered about who you are and all that. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll just go now. I can't wait. I gotta eat. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. Yeah, he wants his bags back there, Govinda. She wants her bags back. Okay.